Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Experts Talk with Himansha. On your request and demand, we have come up with this new episode of Renovations in Germany. So, today we have Aman from Laksh Homes who is going to share his experts' insights on how to do renovations in Germany, what are the different ways to get it done, if there are any approvals needed or not, and what are good for you to proceed. So stay tuned, like to our channel, and let us know if anything else you would like to know. Thank you. So welcome Aman, welcome to Experts Talk with Himansha. We have a lot of questions and our audience wants to know how renovation works in Germany. So we are happy to have you. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, Himansha. Thank you very much for having me here. So I came to Germany 14 years ago. Yeah. Was working in the project management space for an IT company at that time, and then moved to a real estate company. Yeah, there I got to know a huge network of professionals in this area, predominantly brokers, people who had to do with capital markets in real estate, and essentially was lucky enough to grow that network. Yeah, and then what happened is I decided to get my own license. So I started working as a broker, getting properties to buy and sell. After that, I met my partner, and we started Laksh Homes. So Laksh Homes predominantly focuses on renovation, renovation projects, and we happen to, let's say, be in the area, Rhein-Neckar region area, and this is the area of Heidelberg, Mannheim, Ludwigshafen, Karlsruhe, more or less. Yeah. So let's say plus minus 100 kilometers from this area. Yeah, and that's the region we operate in.
Oh, this is quite a different field because I think most of us who came as from IT background do not really go into the real estates. So
what helped me is actually my project management background. Yeah, because I did manage projects. Yeah, so let's say technical projects at that time, and then grew into managing real estate projects. It's not difficult when you understand the key constraints of managing a project, right? So you got to have time, budget, and scope. Yeah, these are the three constraints you need to play with. Similarly,
I do the same job, so I can I can relate it.
Yeah, so we procure materials, execute the scope of work that is defined, and then in the end get a happy customer. That's the goal, right?
Yes. I think that is the must thing because like as an individual or if I consider myself as a customer, so what we look for is like a place from where we get our needs delivered, or someone who can understand what we are looking for. Because here first thing is a language constraint, so we have to find a handyman who can do some work for us, and then for every different thing you have to find a different person and get it done. So I think this is a huge problem which currently a community of expats which is facing, and that's why I think this is a quite good initiative what you have started, and people can get help at like one-stop shop.
Exactly. So we offer a range of services for all our clients, ranging from, let's say, flooring, painting, electrical work, energy efficient renovation that nowadays is picking up quite a lot due to the different subsidies being offered by KfW and other government subsidies that come with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we offer a different range of services here, gardening also.
Okay.
And there has been a huge interest because there is, for most clients, there is a single throat to catch rather than running after multiple.
Yes. So is it like you deal in specific one services only at a time, or you also take a bigger project of renovating it complete end to end?
We have different sizes of projects.
Okay.
So we also renovate, for example, apartments, which is a quick turnaround. In terms of, because the area to play with is limited.
Yes.
Yeah, with a house you got to consider a lot of other things, gardening, for example, outside facade and so on. But for apartments, like, it's a quick turnaround. For houses, we take, of course, depending on the scope of work.
So maybe if you can elaborate, let's take an old apartment. Someone bought an old apartment and he comes to you for first to understand what exactly needs to be renovated. in the house, and then based on like services, what all can be done, for example flooring, window, kitchen, or something else.
So for apartments, it's fairly straightforward. Yeah,
Okay.
because the windows, for example, fall under the house Verwaltung.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is a common budget,
Okay.
which the apartment owners association uses.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the windows falls under that.
Okay.
However, some owners have an option to change the windows themselves. Yeah,
Okay.
they do it. We have done also cases where they have changed the windows themselves. But I would recommend folks who have apartments to approach the homeowners association, because there's a
Okay.
budget for that.
Correct.
Which each owner
It's a part of
contributes-
that neighbor cost what we pay for
Exactly,
the
which-
community.
Exactly, which each owner contributes to the common pot of the
Correct,
apartment. So
correct.
stuff like windows, external facade of the building, and all that is all covered by that.
Okay.
Yeah, what an apartment project entails is mostly interior work. So,
Okay.
for example, changing the flooring, to be it to tiles or to be it to normal wood, or painting, whether it's tapete or it's puts. Yeah,
Okay.
So all of those kind of work. Bathroom renovation, of course, is big.
Okay. Yes, bathroom
So because-
renovation is also one of the big problem.
Because most apartments, I would say that we have handled, they are stuck in the past. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's typical so-called granny bathroom. Yeah,
Okay.
it's blue or gray or a different shade of outdated, so 60s or 70s.
Okay.
And our job, where we come in, is to give a modern feel to it.
Okay.
Make it more like lively. Add a touch of different tiles, different colors, different shades. So we offer our clients different tiles, colors
Okay.
that we have from our suppliers, different sizes. So bigger tiles make it look better, of course.
Better. And as we are touching on the more modern look and bathroom renovation, so you say someone wants different placements of a wash basin or a bathtub or something. So you also deal in that. So you can modify the structure.
Yes, of course. So we've done this
Okay.
many times. So typically clients want, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Typically clients want that I have a bathtub here and I get rid of it, put in a douche there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do all those sort of projects as well in terms of restructuring the bathroom.
Correct. Correct.
Because
I'm a Vastu fan and
Yeah.
say I don't want my toilet seat to be in this direction. I want
Yes.
it other way. But here, touching something with the water pipes and electricity in Germany, is something like a huge cost.
Of course.
So, but then this is manageable and can be done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So what we do is we have experts for
Mm-hmm.
plumbing and for extension of the pipes and so on. And the placement of, let's say, the toilet or the douche cabin, can be changed as and when,
Okay.
depending on the client's needs. Yeah.
Okay. So, if I understand that plumbing can be done, is it also same for electricity?
Yes, so electricity in an apartment is not much, I would say. Is changing the panel board, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So there is something which in old apartments you don't have this FE schalter, right? So the switch, when the meter trips, it cuts off all the electricity.
Okay.
So now what we have done is we have also partnered with a company, and we have this going on for a lot of clients, wherein the electricity switchboards are changed.
Okay. Okay.
So to include the FE schalter, to modernize, let's say, the switches in the apartment, the sockets and the switches.
Okay.
So all of those as well.
So this comes under like the basic renovation of an apartment. Say, for example, we are changing the washroom or the electricity and all. Do you also deal with more of like interior designing? Someone wants to have an accent TV wall, or they want a modern kitchen.
Interior designing less, because again that is individual, and it takes up, I would say, a lot of design thinking with the client.
Okay,
Yeah? So
okay.
there we are not investing at the moment. The plan is to do it in the future.
Okay.
Kitchen, yes. So kitchen, we definitely do. We have done a lot of kitchen work depending on the client's customization. So clients can choose whichever devices they want. So the electrical appliances ranging from Miele, Gaggenau, AEG, Bosch, Siemens, whatever.
Okay.
And also then we have kitchen cabinets, those usual modern soft closing, matte glance, whatever finish they need. Good, beautiful countertops. So we
Okay.
customize kitchens for sure.
Yes.
But the plan to do
Yes,
interior-
I think many people have like a customized demand of having a granite on the top instead of wood.
instead of wood, yes.
Yes.
So different customizations can be done with kitchens.
Okay. So if okay, I understood like you're not much into interiors, but say someone comes with their customized demand and they already know that how the space should look. Say for example, one wall we would like to have a TV with some tiles on the background and a puja cabinet or a puja space along it. So do you help them to get it customized?
Definitely. So those kind of jobs you have done.
Okay.
Essentially, a lot of customers have demands for puja cabinets. Yeah. And depending on the material to be used and so on, we definitely build those. So sometimes wood, sometimes stone. And in terms of tiles, yes, tiles we use quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So therefore, because tiling is one of our key jobs also. Yeah.
Correct.
So bathrooms, as we were touching on bathrooms earlier.
Yeah.
So bathrooms right now is top to bottom tiles. Yeah, let's
Yes.
say on the wall.
Yes.
And that's the trend.
Correct. Correct.
The earlier the trend was half. Let's say now it's full.
Yes.
So we do a lot of tiling there. Of
Okay.
Course. Yeah.
Okay. So if customer has their own design, it is a possibility to get into the reality.
Sure.
Yes.
That is what we turn dreams into reality.
Okay. So that's a nice line.
That's one of the things which we specialize in.
Okay.
So, because customer satisfaction is key for us, providing a good service is even more relevant for us. So because in the market, there are many players. We're not doing anything super innovative in terms of the market segment that we operate.
Correct.
Right. This is an industry which has existed for very many years and will exist for very, very many years because people do need homes.
True.
But where we are innovating is in terms of service that we provide, in terms of the quality that we provide to our clients, in terms of the consulting that we provide to our clients based on our experience. So there we are carving a niche for us in the market.
Okay. And that is good to know because I think a lot of people have this demand that okay, they have a requirement but they are not finding people, or if they are finding some, they find the language barrier or different other things. As you said, multiple vendors we have to talk about. But I think if we get all things customized at one place and someone who can understand our need and get it done, it would be much easier.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Yes.
So language, some clients, yes, do face the language issue. And we definitely help there because, let's take an example for Indian clients, for example. I've had cases where, so I can speak Hindi, and English and German. But Hindi has been, let's say, one of the key elements where we have discussed. It's easier for clients to communicate.
True.
Certain technical terms in German become problematic, I would say.
Correct.
So
this is more of like a consulting what you provide. So maybe can you little bit elaborate what kind of services or consultation do you provide before taking up any project? Say, assume myself as a customer and I want my, say, Keller now to be renovated. So I don't know anything. Okay, what paint color or things like that, or if I come to you, or how the things should be done. Only thing is I have a demand that okay, this space should look like my living room and I should have a washroom in the Keller. So what kind of services you will start with me?
So very good question. So this actually brings home a point. A lot of builders here, so especially new builders who build new houses, they don't do anything with the Keller. So the Keller is as ugly as I don't know
the old war room,
exactly.
All jail rooms.
Yes.
Yes.
It's really you build rest of the house but forgot to do anything with the Keller, right?
Yes.
So there we definitely add value. We've done a number of projects here. So wherein we have created home theater systems in the Keller. Yeah. So we've painted the walls, done a floor job, and essentially made an entire modern space out of it. Customers also wanted to, let's say, create their working room.
Correct.
That is also one of the requirements that came up. So as a study.
Okay. And one more thing what I asked, like washroom. Is it also possible to have a washroom in Keller? Because is it below the ground level?
So key here is to understand where the piping systems run. Yeah? And
Okay.
typically all the piping systems, let's take a house for example, single family house.
Yes.
So piping systems obviously run one on top of each other. Yeah? So you'll see typically the ground floor bathroom and the first floor bathroom are the same. So
Yes, yes.
it's easier to create a bathroom in the keller just below it.
Just below it.
So you can
Okay.
extend
To
the
follow
pipes.
the
Exactly.
extend the sequence.
Exactly. So extending the
Okay.
sequence is fine. Depends on, of course, the plumbing. There needs to be, of course, for a bathroom, needs to have dirty water outlet, fresh water inlet.
Okay.
So all those points need to be factored in. But even if the placement is slightly off, pipes can be extended. Yes.
Extended. Okay. I think this is very good to know that this kind of renovations are also possible.
Yes.
And like when someone wants to do a renovation, so definitely it will be a old house or an apartment. So there will be active neighbors around. So is there any kind of permissions which customer has to take, or your company handles it?
In terms of permissions, in terms of
To do the renovation.
not really. As long as you don't drill into the neighbor's house, I don't see a point. But yes, of course, what we do ensure is that we create minimal noise, yeah, as much
Okay.
as possible. I mean, construction is a noisy business, so
Yes.
yeah. So we try to adhere to the hours that are specified in terms of working hours. Yeah.
Okay.
And also at times certain places have a rural site, you know, work stop in the middle of the day. Yeah.
Okay.
So we adhere to those hours to keep things in line, and also securing the area that we are working
Correctly,
on,
the
so
working
that,
space.
you know, everybody is safe. Our team is safe. People who are passing by are safe. Neighbors are safe. Yeah, so all of those things. Yeah, so
Okay.
we do ensure that.
And is like customer allowed during the renovation process to just get the feel of how the work is being done?
For sure, this is
Okay.
something. This is something that we encourage our customers to always come in and check, have a
Okay.
look and feel, because at the end of the day, the business evolves, right?
Yes.
The construction evolves. Sometimes what happens is customers come in with a view, saying that my preferred view is this, but when they see things happening, they say, okay, no, maybe let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we kind of accommodate those requirements, of course,
Yeah.
because. Having said that, of course, if the requirements increase, cost also increases, right? But
Yes.
then the visualization actually comes to shape when the work has
Correct,
progress.
correct.
Yeah? So
Because I think I personally felt that as a drawback or a challenge when we bought a new house, we were not allowed to enter the construction site until it is like completed. So we have very specific appointments, like only when the electricity person is coming or someone is coming, only then you can go and visualize. So when we have to design a kitchen, it was very tough to, without seeing the place, to design something. But in your case, you are allowing customers to visit in. It also allow them to change on run. I mean, definitely
Yes,
it has
so-
a cost impact, but at least a possibility.
Yes. So I think the reason why your builder didn't allow you is because of the security reasons. Yeah,
True.
that somebody might get hurt because it's a construction site, right?
Yeah.
But there are, of course, methods for viewing, at let's say a certain completion stage. So there are methods for viewing, because, of course, with the electrician, as you mentioned, you need to choose where the points will be
Correct.
in the room. Yeah? How many
Correct.
points will be there? Kitchen, of course, is important. You need to know where exactly which cupboard will fit, where my fridge was going to be, and all of those things are
Yes.
super important.
Yes.
Yeah, so there we offer a look and feel and walk through the property, right? When the under the renovation process, but also we ensure that everybody is safe. There is no risk to the people who are coming in.
Correct. Correct.
So all of those things need to be factored in.
Okay, I think this is good to have.
Yeah.
Maybe I would say I'm like quite excited to know what kind of a services and range your company provide. If you can like elaborate or give any recent example what you are renovating, just to get more idea around it.
Yes. So one of the current projects that we are doing is an energy efficient renovation of a 3-family house. Yeah. So essentially, what is going on is the oil heating had to be changed to the latest Värme Pumpe. Yeah. Then all the piping has to be changed. The water pipes, essentially the cold water, hot water, and so on.
Okay.
And also the heating Yeah, because Pumpe operates at a certain temperature and so on. So the radiators all need to be changed.
Okay.
So then, in terms of insulation,
Mhm.
so we're doing insulation there. So on the roof, for example, there has to be. So here we work closely with a energy consultant who typically lays in how much is the thickness of the heat
Insulation.
exactly.
Okay.
So the roof needs to be insulated. The keller needs to be insulated so that the energy doesn't pass through.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. So all those we work closely with an energy barata here.
Okay. Okay.
And depending on the plan that we have received, we start to execute the work
Okay.
for the
Okay.
energy efficient renovation.
So I
That
think
is-
this one is like little bigger project.
Yes.
But maybe say as an individual, I want only a small part to be renovated, or maybe just the one floor. So do you also encourage those projects?
Yes, for sure. So
Okay.
we do apartments renovations. We do
Okay.
yeah. So small projects, of course.
So like you range from small to large
Exactly.
in all categories.
Yeah. So getting back to
Okay.
that three-family house, right?
Yes.
So energy efficiency renovation is one part of it. The second
Okay.
part is essentially each there's an apartment at each floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are remodeling the bathrooms completely.
Okay.
Complete new tiling, complete new flooring, new sanitary equipment. All of that comes in. And
Okay.
then the windows have been changed, also in line with the energy efficient renovation.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it's this triple glazed, three Fakfa glass
Yes.
fenster, yeah. And of course, then it creates a different look altogether. I mean, I can share, we are sharing regular progress on our Instagram page.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are essentially also invite customers to have a look whenever they find the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, all the flooring has been changed. All the walls have been renewed. Bathrooms are new. So it creates a very fresh feeling altogether.
Fresh feeling altogether, yes. Okay, I think I have a couple of questions from the examples you gave. Maybe I go one by one. So now, how people reach out to you? Say someone wants this renovation, how should they reach out to you?
Multiple channels. Call my number. I put myself out on Instagram. I put myself out on when I say I my company. Yeah.
Okay.
So I put my company out on Instagram. We are active on different WhatsApp channels.
Okay.
Yeah, wherein we advertise.
So there are multiple ways to
Yes,
reach.
we also reach out. We also have community events. So wherein we sponsor those events. There is, I think, a couple of that we did in Frankfurt.
Okay.
But predominantly in the Mannheim area also.
Okay.
Where we sponsor events, then we meet people there at the local events. Try
Correct,
and get
because
more
I
contacts.
think we should also get that feel or that comfort. As you said, your key pillar is customer satisfaction. So one wants to feel it to get the work done. And I think this is also one of the good way to connect with the people on different platforms. I think this is also one of the platforms.
Correct. This is one of
This
the
is-
best platforms, I would
Yes,
say. Yeah,
yes.
Because YouTube is a way to reach out
Yes.
to multiple audiences.
True.
And,
True. And as you said that you are majorly operated in the Mannheim area, say now I'm in Herzogenaurach. So if I want a consultation, currently it's more than 100 kilometers, and say if you cannot provide the renovation to us, but is there a kind of a consultation or a guidance which can be provided by your company?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. So undertaking work in areas more than 100 kilometers is slightly tedious, because
Yes,
of the,
yes, I do
the
understand.
commute distance and all. And real estate is a local business. I cannot do it on Teams or
Yes.
Zoom.
Yes.
Which is not possible.
True.
So because there are, we engage with partners. So we can
Okay.
also recommend people who are more than 100 kilometers away from our
Okay.
home location. We can recommend them to partners.
Correct. This is what I exactly wanted to know. Like,
Yeah.
if people should not reframe thinking that, okay, it is specific to that area. If you are anywhere else, they can get assistance.
Sure. We have, for example, let me give you an example of, I think it was Dusseldorf, which is, of
Okay.
course, outside our range. But then we have partner company there.
Okay.
So we recommended the client to our partner company and then they executed the scope of work with them. Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't take direct responsibility or project management oversight then.
Oversight then.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the very important question I want to ask is, this renovation is something which can cost like, from 10,000 to 100K euros, right? So is there a kind of a loan what we get for these things, or do you provide some kind of a help or assistance in this part?
We work or we partner with a number of financial consultants.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we can do is we prepare an offer. For example, you come to me and say, "Hey, this is the house that I have. I'm planning to buy an old house, 70s build, energy efficiency F. Bathrooms are pretty old. Paint is peeling off. Flooring is almost not existing." So what we can do is we can prepare an offer. Yeah, wherein in that offer, then we kind of lay down, okay, for the scope of items, like, how much does it cost to repaint the entire house?
Okay.
How much does it cost for the flooring? How much is it to increase, let's say, the energy efficiency, changing windows, insulation, and so on?
Okay.
And then we work with these financial consultants who can essentially help either get the customer the loan from KfW or as a renovation loan. There are various options which they work with. But what I would recommend, based on my experience, to homeowners or prospective homeowners, is to actually bundle the renovation costs together with the mortgage.
Okay.
At the same time. That's
At
what
the
I mean.
same time.
At the same time.
Yes,
Because I have faced challenges wherein the customer purchased the home and then later on tried to get the renovation home, let's say renovation cost approved. And that took ages. Yeah,
Okay.
and also factor in, if in this current market scenario, for example, now the interest rates went up, right? So imagine you took purchased a home 2 years ago, and now you decide to do renovation. Yeah.
Yes.
So there is that difference in interest rates, and also certain clients ask me that, should I just buy the house, move in now, and do the renovation later? Those questions also come up.
Correct.
I do not recommend that, because it's easier to get it done when the place is vacant.
Vacant. Yes.
Yeah,
I think I was about to ask it next.
So are we switching spots now?
Yes. So because many people think in other way of a cost effective matter, definitely, because if you have to renovate a whole house, then it takes couple of months, and then person has to bear double the EMI of the new house and the rent of the old house where they're staying. So usually they prefer if we can move in and do it slowly. So I do understand in apartment it will be tough, but in houses, is it possible?
I would say before you move in, get rid of all the messy stuff. Get all the messy stuff behind, because renovation is messy. You don't want to be living in a house and walking on cement blocks. So that's not the idea. Yeah? That's not the idea of fun living. So I would say typically customers, of course, it's an initial EMI is higher.
Yes.
Yeah, but then the satisfaction at the end is higher, because your living quality is better when you're, let's say, getting the renovation done and moving into a freshly renovated home, rather than living in the home and getting portion of it renovated.
Okay.
Because what happens is, of course, I can understand the financial burden, but what happens is there is things which don't work. For example, if you are planning to get your bathroom renovated while you live, at certain times you'll have to live without water supply for a few days.
Okay.
You might say, okay, I have another bathroom, but guess what? There is, to change the pipes in the bathroom that you're getting renovated, you would need to have switch off the
complete
water.
system turned off.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is that element. So we can of course turn it off back in for a certain period, and switch off that portion of the house. But then it's inconvenient. Things might show up unknown. There's always that element.
So it's a best practice is to get it renovated and then move in.
I recommend this, actually strongly recommend this to all my clients.
Okay.
The reason for that is you have all the headache done once and for all. After you have moved in, then you move into problem-free house.
Yes.
Rather than living in it and trying to get other problems fixed.
Correct. And from this, another question arises to my mind, how does the warranty or guarantee works with this renovation?
So typically we offer 5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
After that, we run away.
Okay. So, and this 5 years is consistent for kitchen, flooring, paint, everything.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
typical warranty lasts 5 years, but we don't run away. We are there for all our customers. Certain customers have given us good testimonials as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, we are happy to help even after the 5-year warranty period. If something goes south, we are just a phone call away.
Okay. That is good to know,
Yeah.
because at least people have always this in mind of what if it doesn't work tomorrow, how we are going to check it, or what could be the support, what we will get it.
Yes, for sure. So we
Okay.
offer customer service is one of our key pillars
Okay.
of this business that we do. So we are always available except middle of the night. So if business hours, regular business hours, phone call, we are just a phone call away.
Okay. And then, as you said, like you are there after after the renovations are done. So, do you also support small repairs afterwards, or is it something like really went wrong? Say, for example, in kitchen, your back oven is not working. So, those kind of supports is provided, or if say something has happened to the tiles, like one tile broke with my own fault.
Sure. I mean, anything is up for support.
Okay.
Because it's any problem is for us a solution. We provide a solution, right?
Okay.
So we are solution providers in this area. So any problem is a plus, for us. We look for solutions and add value to our customers. And here, of course, if a back oven went wrong, then it's not on us. It's maybe on the supplier or the manufacturer or something. But we guide the customer to the right direction. We
True.
analyze the problem and then see, okay, where
Correct.
the fault might be. If it's our work that is problematic, for example, a tile was laid improperly and it broke for whatever reasons, of course, we'll come and replace it.
Okay. I think this is very good, because being a customer, I don't want to feel like alone in the ocean. So if we get a direction and we know, okay, there is a savior who will help us or who will guide us, then it is really good to have this work done.
Yes. So,
Yes.
I mean, our key motivation is to have satisfied customers, satisfied families, smiles on their faces. In the end, it's all about, it's a people business.
True.
Yeah, so,
And I think after this podcast, I will be your customer to have our puja room design.
thank you so much. I look forward to that.
Yes. So I think thank you so much for visiting us. It was really a good session. I think we discovered a lot of unfolded parts of it, and probably to our audience, if you have any questions, feel free to drop us in the comment section below, and we can arrange another session or another visit from Aman to answer your queries. Thank you for watching us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So welcome, Aman. Welcome.
अमन थोड़ा हाथ अंदर लो ना ये वाला
अभी फिर बोला हाथ इधर रख। अभी मैं कैसे
क्रॉस कर लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अगर आपको क्रॉस करना है तो क्रॉस कर लो। हां गुड। थोड़ा माइक को ऊपर कर लो ताकि वो क्लियर ना बस ऑल गुड।
ये पोजीशन ठीक है अभी?
हाँ।
नहीं ये फिर रोबोटिक तो नहीं लग रहा?
नहीं लगा। हां वो आपकी घड़ी अलग से चमकती थी रेड कलर की।
ना तो गलत है। तो अभी पोजीशन ठीक है? कंफर्टेबल लग रही है? रोबोटिक नहीं लग रही?
You can get approval from her.
नहीं फिर बोलेगा रोबोटिक है, एनर्जी नहीं है। अभी तो एनर्जी एकदम
फुल
पटाखा चाहिए।
गुड।
हिंदी में नहीं कर सकते।
हाँ, एक्चुअली वो मैच हो जाता।
करना है।
ये जुराब तो नहीं फटी? अरे ये सब टिक्स ले लेना ना भाई।
हाँ,
ये सब बैकएंड के लिए ले लेना।
Behind the scenes में actually you can create a reel out of it.
ये रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है ना?
हाँ।
ये जुराब तो नहीं फटी?